Welcome to Mr. Paintbrush. Today I'm actually joined here by Issac Torres, who is also the hobby hero. And today we're gonna talk about doing a bat rep of the game Rated Hell. Alright, so we're back, and
look at all those chickens.
Indeed. I'm still waiting for somebody to beat my backlog here. Alright, so we're going to play this game by Adam Loper and my buddy Ventrulla, and we're going to try the skirmish game. Initial thoughts on the game, what do you think?
Before or after?
Before.
Before? Okay, well, first off, I watch Uncle Adam, like, every video on my way to work every Friday. Multiple hobby advice. Whenever I'm like, what do I do? All these minis. Uncle Adam, same with Vince TV. He helped me with my airbrush. So it's really inspiring to see these guys make an indie game, because I also want to make a game. I think a lot of us want to do, and the concept, really cool. First thing when I found out about it, I instantly thought of Devil May Cry and video game Onimusha, your samurai fighting Oni. And Uncle Adam mentioned, well, in Japan, their depiction is Oni. So the cool part about the game is it's mini agnostic, that's the word.
It is.
So you can use any minis you want, any minis, and represent the demons. So yeah, that's the cool part. Hobby aspect, there you go. You can do anything with this game.
I really do like that you can actually get any kind of miniature and just go for it. That's amazing. And when I thought of the whole thing, I was thinking more of like a Doom kind of situation going on there. And we might have a game that might satisfy that itch right there. All right, well, I think it's time to go down to the table and play the game.
Heck yeah, let's go.
Let's
go to hell.
All right, so we're going to start off with my Cabal. This is the Cabal I named Bahamut. These are the philosophy under Lords of Hell. And let me introduce you some of them. So this is Zigan, and Zigan is a warrior, and he is my leader demon. He has the essence of the soul of lightning and has the relic Screaming Shield. Okay, next up is Samael, and Samael is my devout. My devout is a lord of a pit, and he has righteousness, which builds throughout the game. All right, this is Hecate, right there, and Hecate is a slaughter fiend. And next is Lizabel. Minor demon as well. Lizabel is a spine demon, right there, a little bit very powerful. And then we have Lamia. Lamia is right here. Lamia is right here, and Lamia is a tentacle beast, but I renamed her a claw beast, him or her. And next is Lilith. Now Lilith is my armor demon, but I called him the halberd demon just because, or steel demon, because he brandishes steel, and I guess that gives him power. Not really a relic, but more for atmosphere. All right, next up, here is Pandora. She has a box you don't want to open. I mean, she's a corpulent demon. She's a girl demon right there. And she doesn't look none too happy. All right. Next up, we have Mara. And since I am Lords of Hell, my philosophy gives me an extra demon for free. And this is the demon that I chose for free. And that's Mara. And that's a torture demon right there. And that is my Cabal, Bahamut.
Alright, hey everybody, I'm playing the Philosophy, the Demented, calling them Chill 'em All because they're a bunch of blue demon ogres, minus the last two over there. And by being Demented, they gain the Philosophy, Unpredictable Defense. Anyways, my leader has a Token of Luck and the Steadfast Soul for the Essence. And then we have the Madness Demon, Angry Joe. I have a Slaughter Fiend, Punchy Boy. I have 2 Armor Demons. One's Axe Chop 'em, and the other one is Chuck 'em. They're twins. Then we got a Bat is a Mephit. And then lastly is a Spine Demon, Skelly Boy.
All right, here is the field. We're playing the scenario, the twins, and we have set up some interesting features here. Feature number 1, we have some haunted ruins right here, and this is to represent that they're haunted. And since we're playing the twins, we have objectives. The objectives are actually in our ruins here, as well as in the other ruin house right here. There's another shrine, and it's also in the terrain that is haunted as well. And here is our playing field. I'm excited to get started. Okay, during my first activation, I am going to take Samael, and he's going to move right there, 8-inch movement, right up to that doorway right there.
Alright, so my next initiative was a 12, so that means I'm going second. Moving the Mephit Bat. You can fly, ignore the terrain of 1 inch high to right there.
So according to my initiative, I have an 11, so I'm going to go next. And I am going to move Zagan, my leader, right next to the other one right here. You're going to be right there. Right, crowding into that door.
So my next activation was a 10. You can't see him, but my little Skelly Boy's right there. Movement of 6. So using the dice. Let's go. Back to you.
Next up is He Hates turn. He is a spine demon, and he's going to move movement of 6 inches, which is right there. Next up is Lamia. Since I have another 10, I get to activate twice. This is a tentacle beast that I renamed the Clawed Beast for the purpose of the model, so I'm just going to move them and I hope he doesn't take offense.
Alright, my leader is actually going to be moving through these doors because the terrain feature allows me to, since there's a door there. But now some things happen. First, I deal with the haunted and then the shrine.
Alright, this is all for haunted.
So on a 5-up, since I'm next to the haunted stuff, I take 2 damage. Oh, that's 2 damage to my leader.
Okay.
But next, he's also next to the shrine, and on a 4-up, I can add 1 to the combat score. It's risky. Oh, there we go.
On to your combat score. Next up I have Mara, my torture demon, and he's going to move in his activation right there. Okay.
Alright, my punchy boy has the next initiative, and he's just going to move 5 inches. Now, Angry Bro is just also really slow. Rhymes, moving 7 or 5.
Time for my Slaughter Fiend to move up. Hecate. Hecate is going to move up right. Whoa. Alright, time for Lilith, my armor demon, or halberd demon I would call it. He's going to move 4 inches right here. He's going to go over here. Yeah, okay.
So the X-Man is just moving next to his friends. He's real slow because he's got armor.
Next up is Pandora, the corpulent demon. He's going to move over here. I'm coming.
Lastly, I got Chuck 'em going around this fence, ending right here.
Round 2. Fight. Go.
So my leader's moving through haunted terrain again. So once again, I have to roll a dice on a 5-up. Okay, we're good. I would have taken damage.
Alright.
Alright, so yeah, he's just going over everything, and the fence is low enough for there to be no penalties, and he just ends up behind the fence.
Okay, here is my activation. And the first activation I'm going to do is my Devout Samael. Samael is going to go right inside this door right there. He's going to squeeze in, kind of break some bricks on the way in, like. And what he's going to do, he's going to go inside here, and he's going to do the vertical inch, grab that, and come back down here. I'm going to represent that right there. I'm going to take the model and come over here and put him inside like that. Oh, let's see if we can get a good pose for him right there. Okay, there he is, and he has the objective with him. I'm going to take this objective out because this objective is kind of like spiky and clumsy, but it looked cool. And instead of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little thing right there. I'm going to put that right on his base just to indicate that he has the objective, and there you go. Go.
All right, so we did the measurement, my back. Again, replacing it to symbolize that he has the objective. Here we go.
All right, time for my clawed beast, the Lamia. And he's going to take a move straight over here. Boom. So he's close to you.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty, so next up we have Zega, my leader, and he's going to run right through the building. And I'm going to show that by coming straight across over here. He's right in front of there. He's like, move, dude. I'm coming through. Alright, there it is. Kate, my slaughter fiend, is going to move up next. And he's moving up his movement right there. While he's moving. Ha ha! Alright, so let's see if we're going to make this movement with this demon this way. So he's a 6-inch movement, so let's see if we can zip line this guy right exactly where he's supposed to be. Okay, there you go. Okay, time to move my spine demon straight up there, Lizabelle. And he's going right there. Alright, so Mara, the torture demon, right over here, he's going to go through the door and wind up behind here. But this terrain, it's pretty big, and it looks cool, but it's also modular. So what he'll do is he's going to take off the top floors here. This one too. And Mara, that torture demon, is actually going to wind up right there. We pre-measured the movement, so I'm just going to get in right behind this guy right here. Let's see if I can scoop it in right there. Because GW models are kind of like, yeah, okay, there. Here we go. It's just the party house is right there. And that is my next movement.
Alright, so I finally get to move just one model. Skelly Boy's gonna move, movement of 6, going around the fence, staring down. Oh, that's gonna be a bad time.
Alright, time for Pandora to move, my corpulent demon, and she's gonna go right up to this fence right here. She's gonna move into that phase right there.
Alright, since I'm all that's left to activate turbo mode, I marked what dice goes to who. This guy's moving complete 5, his friend's moving 4, big man moving 5, last guy moving 4. Get ready for the next battle. Alright, so round 3, my leader survived, and I got to use the ability, which let me reroll any number of my initiative dice. I had a bunch of low rolls, but now I got some high rolls. Anyways, what I'm doing now, first activation, Skelly Boy, we did the measurement. He could charge into this guy, and he has a cool ability. Alright, so a couple things. Skelly Boy starts at a combat of 6, but I'm attacking my friend's leader, so he automatically gets a free block. This is automatic 6. So now I'm down to 5. I also charged, so I would have gone down, I would have gone up 1, but again, he negated it. So I'm just going to roll the 5 dice. Where now I'm lower than him, hitting on 4 up. And I charge, oh no, the spine demon has an ability where I can actually roll up to 3 dice. So I'm going to re-roll these 3. On 4 up I hit. We got 1 more hidden. Sorry.
Alright, so next up I am going to do my attacks. See how many 6s I get to block this. 3. And I blocked 1 of them. Okay, so that means 2 go through. Alright, time for Zamael, the devout demon, and he's going to go over. He's a lord of the pit, and he's going to fly all the way over here and see if he can either force an action with those bats or kind of trap him in so he can't really get too far without it right there. So there it is.
What? Oh, sorry. Okay, so my Axeman is going around this corner, and he's just right outside of combat distance, falling over, hitting this fence. Oh gosh, what a big model.
Well, that's from Privateer Press. Mine is from GW, so it's like metal.
They are impressive.
Thanks. Alright, time to go for the clawed beast, or tentacle beast. I'm going to go around here. I'm going to charge in this big meaty fist dude over there, X guy. And there's our charge.
Alright, so He's about to attack me. I'm using the Infected with Madness.
So he's losing Infected with Magnus.
And so anything around him, I could have it match the same combat score. So now we're both at 3.
All right, so now I'm going to roll my attack. Let's see, I got to get a 4 up.
3.
And, 3 up?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 of them still go through. Right there.
And I have to roll 6s. I blocked 1.
All right, so that means 1 damage applied.
All right, Punchy Boy is going to charge at the same model that just attacked one of mine. All right, so I charged. My combat score would have gone up 1, but once again, from his ability, it's negated. So I'm back at 6. I am greater. I am hitting on 2 ups. I did roll a few triples, so I'll grab those to the side for an ability of my faction. 3 hits.
All right, let's see how many 6s I rolled to defend it. None. So that means they go through. Okay, time for my next activation, which is my Torture Demon, Mara. I'm going to use Mara and I'm going to charge in against the big... Oh, we're holding hands. Oh.
He's friendly.
Okay, now Torture Demon. Mara is going to attack with 2 ups because I have 7 combat ability. There it is. And they all make it.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
So, 7.
My guy only has 3 combat dice, but I get a +1 for my ability to whatever I roll. So only dodged 1. Alright, so very boring movement. Chuckums is just moving 4 because he's got to get up there, man.
Time for Lezabel, the Spine Demon, who is going to move around here and up here, just to position itself, like right there, just to position itself for the whole cluster that's happening right here.
Alright, so the other armored boy, Chopums, is just moving with his friend, and that's it.
Time for Hecate to move, and he's going to move right back here. I'm going to scratch her back.
Alright, my leader is just going to move basic movement. I wanted to charge, but you thought ahead, and you're right outside my distance.
Alright, for my next activation, I'm going to move Zagan, the warrior, and he's going to move in around here and charge right into this guy right there. So it is. Alright, time for combat. Zagan the warrior has a combat score of 7, so here it goes. I'm hitting on 2s. And yes, and I can turn any one of these dice into a 6 because that's his combat ability right there. So all hits.
Alright.
Alright, here it comes.
Just gotta roll a bunch of 6s. Do I get any triples?
Nope.
Nope, no abilities and no dodges. Ouch, that hurts.
Alright, so now it is time for Pandora. Pandora is going to go into this haunted ground, which it can be dangerous. So let's see, I'm going to go into the haunted ground. She's going to move her movement right there, right next to the shrine there. And then she's going to actually try to worship at the shrine there as well, with it being haunted. So let's see if she gets any damage for it being haunted, because that spirit, he's no too happy. Alright, so here's the first roll. This is going to be for the haunted. See if I get damage. So I have to roll under a 5. I got a 2, so I did not get damaged. Alright, now I have to roll for the shrine, and I have to roll above a 4 to get this. Let's see. A 5. Yes, I do.
Alright, so my last move, I'm moving the bat of the relic to face yours into combat. Put both the relic and the dice behind the fence because there's no room in here. If I put the bat over here, you would have slaughtered him. So I'm going to challenge your bat with my little bat.
Bat persons.
Great, so I'm charging. Since I went down there, you're within distance, I get +1 to my combat score, but I'm still lower. Hitting on 4 up. Sure, 2 made it. That's about it.
Alright, time for my defense dice. I have a combat score of 7 somehow. Alright, let's do this. Any 6s? No 6s, so those 2 go through.
Man.
Ouch! All right, time for Lilith to grapple over here, the armor demon. Let's see if we can get. Whoa! There we go. Okay, sir, not to be a bore, but it is definitely round 4.
Time to have a hell of a time.
All
Alright, so my leader's going to charge. He can make the distance. Earlier he got the buff. We're going to say he's in range. Got the buff from the relic, so he went up to 8. But instead charge, I'm actually at combat level of 9, so that's 9 dice. So my leader's ability gives him a basically auto hit or auto block. I'm in combat right now, so that's 1 hit already. Rolling the rest of my dice, hitting on 2 up. Let's say that's a 1, right? Sure. I have 1 ability. My relic, the token of luck, allows me to do 1 reroll. Worth.
right, time for me to defend. Let's see what I can get. Come on, 6s. Nope, I failed them all, so I get 9 hits. Okay, we'll do a running skirmish when I'm going to attack anybody via movement. I am going to attack the bats right there. But before I do that, I'm going to siphon the life of this guy. I'm just going to suck his life out as one of the abilities that the Devout can do. And I will get a soul die for that siphoning. And then I'm going to attack this guy, and I'm going to move down here to somewhat safety behind these numbers right there. See if I can get away from that dude. Hits like a truck, so yeah, obey. All right, so this guy is getting tasty. He's getting out of there, and I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna add his life, and his life is 6 currently. The tentacle beast there, so I'm gonna add that to his. All right, time to roll a soul dice. So here it is. And that is a 4.
Pretty good.
I'm going to add that 4 over here to my soul dice chart. So that's that. All right, 7 dice hitting on 2. Let's see if we get it. Is all of them. So you got 7. Let me get these out of the way, and you can roll your defense. Go for it.
Boy, it's blocked 3 damage. Yeah, blocked 1.
Blocked 1, so you got 6 damage.
Oh boy.
Alright, since this was a skirmish attack, so I attack, and now I am jettisoning out there. I'm landing right behind.
Helicopter wings?
Yeah, these little flippity flops. He's the flippity floppers. There we go. Oh, I just got pwned by the leader.
Alright, so you're flying away from me. Well, I'm going to chase you back. Get over here. Yeah, doing another running skirmish, ending right behind you, because the ability of a method is they can actually add 3 to their movement when they use a running skirmish. Alright, even though I have 1 health, this is worth it, because I'm the big bat. 4 up. Oh, that's 2 hits.
Ooh.
Good enough for me.
Alright, so I'm going to have to defend. Come on, 6s. Come on, 6s. I got 2 6s. I defended them both. Oh.
I'm still the bigger bat.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take my armor demon, and he's going to attack the bats right there.
Using focused attack, right?
Focused attack, that's right, so he's not moving.
Combat score goes up +1.
+1. Alright, time to do the attack. Let's see if I can get this in here. Ready?
+1 to your rolls?
Yeah, they all hit.
Okay, yeah, they do. Alright, my bat has 1 health.
Oh boy.
I don't know if this is even... Does this matter? No. It's super dead. You know what? While we're at it, do you want to roll a soul dice?
I am rolling a soul dice. Just for that bat right there, and I got a 5.
Alright, since I use focus combat on my guy, you get +1 to the rolls because it's the Slaughter Fiend's ability. Bargains of Slaughter, +2 to the result. So that goes to a 4, and then this goes to a 6, right? I can do math. It's a 5. I think they all make it. Yep.
Alright, here's the defense rolls. Let me get some 6s. Alright, I got 1 that blocked it, so how much damage?
Ooh, that would be 5 damage.
5 damage, okay. Alright, time for my leader, Zagan, the warrior. He's going to do a skirmish attack. He's going to attack big meaty fist dude over there. And then he is going to go over here and be like, those guys cannot get me, because that's like a death trap over there. Alright, here we go. Alright, here it goes. 1 is an auto hit, because that's the action ability. And let's see. So I missed 1, And I have
that's it.
4, 5, 6. 6 hit.
And since my model focused earlier this turn, I get again the Slaughter's ability, Parchment of Slaughter. This time I'm defending, I get +1 to my roll. So I dodge 1, 2, 3. I block 3 damage.
Alright, so since I killed Meaty Fist, I get a 2 for my soul die. Okay, now he's going to move the leader, now that he did the damage. He's going to move back here. Right there. He's a good boy. It's a good boy.
Alright, Scaly Boy staying where he is because he's so cool. He's gonna focus combat against him, so when I roll, I get +1 to my result. Alright, +1 to my rolls because focus combat. Let's go, Scaly Boy! 3 up, +1, fail. The rest are hits.
Alright. Alright, so now time for me to try to defend here. Come on, 6s. They all go through.
Alright, just to finish the job, my Devout is going to go ahead and charge your guy because you have 4 health left. Let's go. Alright, since you charge, you get +1 dice. Let's go. 4 ups, and
You got him.
3 made him.
Alright, I'm going to try to defend here. Look for 6s. 1. I blocked 1. Alright, so now Mara, the Torture Demon, you see them right there, he's going to attack the leader over here, running in one last ditch effort before he dies. So he's going to go in there and try to make the attack. If you can move that for me, yep, right there. Alrighty. Alright, really hoping for 6s on this because it releases a special ability. I did get no 6s, but
4 ups are hits.
4 ups are hits, so that means 4 go through.
Alright. And since you're attacking my leader, who has the combat master skill, I get 1 auto block or 1 auto hit. So there's 1 block. Still rolling. 6s. I block 2 more. So that's what, 1 damage?
1 damage. Alright, got the Spine Demon, which is right over here. The little dude. And he's going to charge into the leader. He has ability that when I charge, I can reroll up to 3 different dice on the attack roll. So let's see. Alrighty, so hitting on 4 up, I get 1 more dice because I charged in and I can reroll up to 3 dice. Let's see what you got here. Okay, 1, 2,
Oh wow.
3 dice. I'm going to reroll these.
Oh yeah, you can do
This
that.
is a fail.
The Spine Demon's ability lets you roll 3 if you charge.
That's right. And
You still got an extra hit.
I got an extra hit, so 4 go through.
Alright. Now my leader has an auto block again, Combat Master. Going the rest of them. On 6, I block 2.
1 more damage.
Alright, Juck'em's being boring as ever. These guys are real slow, but they have a lot of health. This whole game, all they do is move, and that's it.
Alright, so next activation we have Hecat, and he's a Slaughter Fiend, and he's going to come in and he's going to charge the leader. That's what it is. There's a theme right now going on. Alrighty, so here it is. Roll here. Let's see what I got. Any kind of shenanigans. Oh, that's only for focused abilities. Okay, let's see. We got 1. Well, anything over what? 4, right?
Yep.
Alright, so we got 3 that go through.
Okay.
1 auto block, so next makes 2.
Combat, auto block.
You blocked them
2.
both. Oh, wow.
Leader's real tanky.
He is.
Alright, again, being as boring as his twin brother, Chop'em's is just moving 4 inches. Yay. That's it.
So also an extremely slow Pandora. She's going to move out of here, the Haunted Lands, and she's actually going to, we agree that there's a door for this right here, and we also agree that there's a door for that, and that's why the leader could go through before. So we just agreed upon that before. There's this way we can go through the cemetery.
I just forgot to show it. Oops.
Yeah. All right, so she's going to move over here, so let's see if we can get in that charge. Ooh. And get in there. Okay, there it is. Okay, I'm exiting the haunted ground, so let's see if I get any damage. I believe it's a 5 up.
Oh, you're good.
I am good. All right. So that's pretty much it. All right, so let's see what she does. Go Pandora. All right, so.
Looks like all of them make it but 2.
But 2. Okay, I got 3 up. All right, next up.
Dice 7 and 6s. I block 2.
Nice. All right, time for the final round. Let's see what happens. All right, we both have 12, so it's going to be kind of a deciding factor whether this guy's going to die and get soul points, or am I going to turn around and get this relic and destroy it with my dude right there.
Winning the mission.
The cowardly bat who's going to end the mission. So it just depends on this roll right here. So it's a roll off. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. I got a 5. You got a 1. I go first. All right. The bat boy turns around, goes towards the relic right there, and destroys that relic, having that one relic left over. And that, my friends, is the end of the game.
Dang.
Okay, so, wow, what a game.
That was one hell of a time.
It certainly was. So, let's talk about what we did here. A lot of the first move was just moving, like the first round. Period.
First round 2 and 3, just
chug along.
Actually, if you count my armor guys, armor demons, cool, because you got that defense and health, but they are slow. So keep that in mind. If you're going to play armor demons, think about the mission. I had to get up the middle board. They're better for holding an objective or something.
Absolutely. With my little Pandora, she was just chugging it up at the end, trying to get into combat, trying to make something happen right there as well. I thought it was an interesting effect that we had not only haunted grounds for terrain, but we also had a shrine for either side. We decided, instead of gating off those cemeteries, that we'd just, make a door so we can just go right on through and get into the combat, because we don't want to waste so much time just moving.
It was a last minute thought, because when we both looked at the fences, they ended right outside of the deployment. Like, that's outside of the map, so we can't really go through there. And if we make our models go backwards, they're never going to get any action. So my leader will have just gone up here. Oh, I get +1 attack. That's all he does the whole game. Just walk back to base.
Yep. So it was. I think it was a fun idea to do, but all that terrain kind of makes the game a little bit in the first rounds, just trying to get into combat. Just that much, a little bit longer, but at the same time, it had more dynamics to it, so it made it a little more interesting. Now, we had played a couple of games, King of the Hill scenario, before we actually filmed this battle report, and it was pretty cool, but then that first round was like, get there, and then the second round is when we started piling into each other, and we figured, well, everybody's just piling in the middle. We wanted a little kind of diversity there, so I think terrain is definitely the place to go. So it's a little give and take when you run your games to see how much terrain you're actually going to use within that. So I thought the field was pretty cool. And what did you think of the scenario?
We had to capture the objectives. That's right. Yeah, the game was so long, but just remembering it all now, even though I just did it. It did confuse me a bit, but basically you have to, I believe, grab one objective, and then it's kind of like capture the flag. You got that objective, but then you have to go find the other one and break it. Now, if both of you have the objectives, then it's kind of like a tug-of-war thing. You got to go kill the guy. Well, you killed my bat. My bat had the objective, and then you went ahead and finally broke it. So that's how you won.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, I think you came after my bat guy, and if I didn't have that leech life ability, I would have been done. That would have been it.
It was just like a chase, because there's that one turn where he flew away.
Yeah.
The big bat, and my little bat's like, I'm coming for you. I'm the biggest bat.
Yeah.
I had 1 HP, by the way, but that's why I lost. But hey, it was worth it. It was fun.
Well, it was brave. It was fun. And it kind of goes into your faction, your philosophy. There's a little bit of madness in there going in there. So it was
Speaking of, is that a segue? Could I talk about the faction?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So I chose the models first, and I was like, this ogre guy looks like, a mad demon, so I chose him. Now, the one thing, I'm just going to recommend that before you just take the models, make a pre-list. Read the lore, because it's awesome. Go through the factions, and then think about the modeling. I kind of did it backwards, but also I just based on what my friend here had, because I don't have any demon models. I do now, thanks, Uncle Adam, and Vince EV. But yeah, so understanding I was played as the Demented. Their mechanics really cool, but it took me a while. But I guess that's most games. But them specifically, they're like one of the more, you really got to think. Their whole thing is about getting triples. I believe if I defend, let's say I roll like 3 dice, if all of those land on a 3, I actually do a shield bash basically. I bring it back to you. 3 more damage back to you.
Yeah.
But then the leader, You're locked
gosh.
into, no, not the leader. We'll talk about the leader in a minute.
Oh my gosh.
No, my devote was the Madness Demon, and his ability confused me a bit. But basically, throughout the game, if I ever rolled triples, I had to set him aside. Then next time he attacks, I add whatever that score is to his attack. That took a while to get used to, but it's pretty cool, pretty mad. And now I guess I'll talk about the leader.
Oh my gosh, so our leaders are just so tanky, and I didn't realize, actually I blundered on my leader because I had a Screaming Shield, so that means you can't attack me on anything above a 3. So you would have to get the 2s. Right? Yeah, you would have to get 2s in order to hit me, period. So
another thing, if there's anything we forgot, we just learned this game in like a day, and so
oh yeah,
I've been recording for quite some time.
Oh yeah, when we're learning, and this is a learning process. So that was just one of the things I didn't add, and it was a relic. But I will remember it for next time. But oh my gosh, how tanky your leader was! Okay. I had 3 of my guys trying to rush in. I was just doing 1 damage each. I was like,
I did some power gaming thing. Yeah, I wasn't really trying to, but then once we played, I'm like, oh gosh, my bad. No, first off, fine. I gave him Token of Luck as the relic, which means he can reroll 1 dice. I don't think I used it that much, but the other thing is, I think that was it. When you make your leader, you can also choose their essence, which is like a soul bonus. Mm-hmm. I gave him Steadfast Soul, and what's that one do again? I think I get +1 to something. Anyways, I made him really tanky. I think Steadfast Soul gives him an auto hit or something. We went to, he was already at combat level 8. First turn, I chose him to go through the fence, so open the door, challenge those haunted ruins. He took damage, but he also got +1. So then he was at 9. So here's where the stacks came. I just remembered. Went from 8 to 9 combat level. So that's 9 dice. Then if you charge, I believe you get +1 more dice. So he went to, no, he's at 8. Yeah. He went from 7 to 8.
And he got 9.
I charged, then he went to 9. And that's why he became so tanky.
Oh my.
Plus he can reroll. He also gets combat. He's a warrior type. That's what it is. He gets like auto hit or auto block. So that's an auto hit. And then I roll 8 more dice. Really crazy.
Yeah. Oof.
15 health, right? That's the other thing.
15 health.
I think 15 or 13, but yeah, it's pretty up there.
It's up there. It's up there. And I just tried to chip away at that, and it was just like, no, it's just not going to happen. The only thing that I was thinking about with the Torture Demon, it actually lowers your stat by 1. So if I've gotten, and with all the 6s, so potentially if I rolled like 3 6s, I'd knock you down quite a bit. And I think that'd be the only way a nice Torture Demon getting lucky and getting successful 6s, and drawing 3 or 4 6s at a time is just really tough. So, but that's the only way to want to take down a leader. I would think that's the way to do it. So I thought it was kind of interesting going through the buildings. I thought that was pretty cool dynamic that we went through, and I like that combat is just simple to an aspect. So you got more, you're hitting on 2s. If you got equal, you're hitting on 3s. If you got less than, you're hitting on.
Yeah, it is like
it's just like
it is like a wound chart in some games, yeah. But it's simplified because when I play games, what I really hate is comparing. My weapon stat is this. I'm 8. I was like, oh, I'm 6. What do we do? Look at the chart. There's all these options. It's like, straight to the point. You're greater. Roll this, or you're lesser than that. I'm like, oh, thank you. I love when games are just straight to the point, and you guys did it. Pretty awesome. Yeah,
it was pretty awesome, and I'm looking forward. Now, this is just one in a series of games.
Talk about the activation, though.
Oh yeah,
that's another awesome mechanic. Everyone's already talking about it. Every round, you roll d12s equal to the number of models you have alive, and that becomes your initiative rolls. So that's really cool because it's not like, oh, I play Kill Team a lot. I go first, so I'm moving all of my models. No, it's like, I have 5 models, you have 7. I roll 5 dice, you roll 7, and we go from order to greatest. If we both have a 12 or something, we roll a d6, and then whoever gets that actually wins. That's actually what won the game. Yeah. The last round, we both got a 12.
12. He's right next, roll off.
Yeah, he's right next to the relic. It came down to that. You guys saw it. We rolled the 6s. Yeah. I got a 1, I think. You got like a 5. Oh, he's like, that's it, guys. That's the game. So it's really cool mechanic going back and forth like that.
Activation, you can activate twice, but eventually everybody is going to get activated. So it's a really cool concept, and I really enjoyed it. Well, this is going to be just one game in a series of games because we're actually doing a campaign. So you can stay tuned, and maybe we'll see a game 2 to the campaign coming up soon. This is an awesome game.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much. All right. If you like this video, Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like,
and
share, comment, and survive. Hell.
And we'll catch you next time on the miniatures paintbrush.